Today we're going to be breaking down why the Warriors are such an elite offense and have been for the last 8 years. What has brought them these championships and what has brought them the success that they've had. We're going to be breaking all that down using film and analysis, so stay tuned. So throughout the entire Steve Kerr era of Golden State Warriors basketball, their offensive play calling and their offensive principles, they have not changed, and that's due to the culture that they have set up. Their ability to move the ball and their players' willingness to play unselfishly and to keep their heads up and watch out for their teammates that can get easy layups, that has never changed. So right here, this is the year that the Warriors were absolutely terrible, and even when they were terrible, they were still near the top of the league in passes per possession. And that's because of their culture. So here, they enter it a little bit farther out, and it's just constant movement. D'Angelo Russell cuts, and Willie Cauley-Stein slips a screen here. Two guys go to, Damian Lee, and Willie Cauley-Stein gets himself an easy dunk right there. And that's spacing. There's 4 guys out on the perimeter, 4 players that you probably shouldn't leave for threes, so the Rockets end up not doing that, and Willie Cauley-Stein gets himself an easy dunk. This is just another perfect example of how the Warriors move and constantly are looking for the next man on their offensive end. So right here, Iguodala throws it to the corner. Barbosa catches it and gives it to Bogut. Bogut has it. Draymond flashes to the middle and makes himself available. Does a good job of that. And then when he realizes Curry is cut and is able to get a layup, he screens off his man, giving Curry an easy lane for a layup. Another thing to note is that Iguodala passes it and doesn't just stand there. He makes himself available, gets to the wing so that he can draw his defender out instead of just letting him hang around on the wing. So he makes himself available. So there's just constant movement in their offense. This is an introduction to the Warriors' bread and butter, their low post split cuts. So this is their bread and butter on offense. This is what they go to when they need a basket, and this is what they go to just whenever. So Curry enters it to Draymond, who is usually the person they have in the post. Andre Iguodala, they have different iterations, right? They have different actions that they run off of this. Sometimes Iguodala will set this screen for Curry, but this time he slips, recognizing that the defense is focusing solely on Curry. He slips, Draymond hits him with a beautiful pass, and Draymond just gets an easy layup, or Iguodala gets an easy layup. And Draymond's the perfect guy to use for this action because he's such a perfect passer. Along with Curry, who's such an elite shooter, he can draw in the defense's attention. And again, Iguodala gets a look. And this is another reason why the Warriors' offense is so elite. So again, they're in their low post split cuts, or their low post actions, and Klay Thompson has it, and he doesn't cut. The play is blown up. It's defended well by the Rockets. However, as a result of the Warriors always having at least 4 players on the floor that can make plays, they're able to get the defense into scramble mode. And right here, Draymond Green is such a pinpoint passer. He's always going to hit the big man for the dunk, no matter what. And that's just the Warriors playing unselfish and constant movement. So right here, Curry and Durant are just constantly rotating and making themselves available. And Iguodala, yes, that's Iguodala, makes a nice back cut and throws it down, making himself available. So this is an action the Warriors like to run when Klay is on the floor or when he's available to use. They usually have him as the screener setting a screen for whoever they want to come off. And if the Rockets were to not switch that, Durant would have a favorable matchup against Clint Capella and he'd be able to take him. But the Rockets switch it, and Klay Thompson is able to get a favorable matchup against Capella, and they open up the entire left side of the floor for him. So he's such an elite shooter that you give him that much room across the floor, he's going to score 9 times out of 10, and he does right there. And the low post split actions that I showed previously were from years ago, and they had Durant at that time. It doesn't matter who's on the floor. So for example, right here, the Warriors don't have Curry, they don't have Durant, they don't have Klay, they don't have anybody, yet they still run the same offense. So right here, they get it to Nemanja, who again is a very good passer at the big man position, and Draymond sets a flare screen, and Poole gets an open 3, and he misses it, but that's still a very good shot for the Warriors. So this play action, I mean, admittedly, it is the Charlotte Hornets. They're terrible on defense. But at the same time, this is a highly efficient offense. Draymond could have slipped if Hayward wasn't defending, or if Hayward wasn't dropped down a little bit more. But if he were to get on Poole, again, Draymond could slip, but he didn't, and Poole was able to get a quality look from three. Nice pinpoint pass from Bjelica, just missed it. Here's another play where the Warriors are entering it into the low post and running actions off of it. Peyton enters it into Draymond once again. The pass is able to lure Cody Martin out of position, so Poole is able to attack the closeout. He gets inside, and all of this off the ball, not even affected by the play. They're always using screens and causing confusion on the defensive end. There are two Hornets trying to defend three Warriors players. Wiggins slips, or he cuts and gets an easy layup, and that's just beautiful offense. Basketball Zone provides in-depth analysis on the NBA using film, scheme, and data rather than narratives. So, if you enjoyed, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm Ryan, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.